is sunny outside and I'm excited. And we're going to first up start with this new little kit. It's like a little ice cream bowl scoop set, and that's $5. And we are going to head into a section that I never go in, but I'm doing it for y'all. And this is like the car and home stuff. So let's go right into it. So this is like a shop mat, and then this is like a foam shelf liner. I guess you would use it in your garage. Never use a lot of these stuff, but this looks pretty durable and it's $4 and it looks pretty long. Next up, we have some car wash Pro Auto 450. Yeah, I don't know how good that is. Then we have the sponges, a 350. Let me know in the comments below if you're ever in this section on a regular. I'm rarely in this section, but I bought a few things here and there. Now I do see some higher end items like Turtle Wax 3-pack towel. So that's $4.75. And then we have a plethora of different, car air fresheners. I've never seen these ones before. So I used to have the Febreze ones back in the day, and I just really didn't love them. They always fell out. They were done in so fast. I didn't think they were that great value. We have a wet sponge. I guess that's for your, what is this for? Insect remover. No idea that was a thing. And there we have a random garage sale sign. You always need that in the summertime. All right, is anybody having garage sales this summer? I usually don't, but because it feels so overwhelming. It's like, what do you do with the stuff after? You might as well just thrift it at that point. Anyways, so we have this shade clip-on. We have a couple of them. So this one is to go at the front of your car. I wonder if these actually work. I had them back in the days, but I don't know if it actually works. WD-40, $5. And we have another drying towel. Never heard of this brand before, but it looks more higher end, and it was $5 for that. And we have a couple of windshield wipers, Michelin, and you may find your car wipers there. Then we have the Turtle Wax brand again, and this is the duster set, and this was $5 for this. They only had 2 of them. And then, of course, we have the cute little Klingon rear view passenger dog Klingon. I thought that was cute. We have some more cleaning supplies. This was very, very prickly. And this was $2.50. And it's a brush for cleaning. So there was a lot of cleaning supplies here. You'll also find Armorall as here as well. So we have a steering wheel cover. And that was $5. It was pretty sturdy, well, really good quality. Another scrubbing brush. I couldn't even get it out to show you because you know how Dollarama is. This was $2.75. So now if you're doing any painting this summer, I usually get a few things from here. I don't love this drop cloth, but I like this one better. I know it's a thicker material, but it's actually better. It is $4.75 because I find the other one, sometimes it just doesn't stay properly and it's very static, clingy. I don't like the drop cloth. I find like the Terrapolin is very much better. That was horrible English, but never mind. We have our paintbrushes here. I don't love the paintbrushes from Dollarama for painting walls and stuff. I find them to be very streaky. So that's just my personal opinion. I, however, do these ruling ones for like any craft projects I'm doing. They're actually pretty good. But the paintbrushes are just not that great. These are also foam paint brushes. I use them for crafting as well. However, the handle for the paint roller foams are actually really good, along with these as well. I couldn't even lift it up because it's stuck together. But anyways, you know what I mean. And these were $1.25. I have to say they're pretty good and very sturdy, and I reuse them a lot. But the rollers are also good as well. But the foam, we're going to see, I'm going to show you the next couple seconds. The foam, do not buy the foam. Do not buy the foam here. That's my public service announcement. Do not buy the foam. Buy the rollers, buy everything else, but the foam is so bad. It comes off when you're rolling your stuff. It leaves a mark because the metal part of the roller, it's just not good. I've painted so many backdrops with This cheap stuff is not worth it. You might as well spend the money and buy the foam rollers from Home Depot from someone who used to paint so many backdrops like every weekend for my balloon business. That's my PSA for that. So that is that. So if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Natalie, the PLR baddie. I love to go to Dollarama, Dollar Tree, HomeSense, Marshalls, all those wonderful stores and keep you up to date with the latest finds. I'm usually in Dollarama several times a week, me and my baby, and we go and we find all the goodies. So if you love that type of content and you want to stay up to date and you want to play this video in the background while you're cooking, thank you for being here. And to my loyal followers, thank you so much for all your comments, likes. It really means a lot to me, and your suggestions. And I know you guys love these walkthroughs. Now, my question for you is, do you get bored of seeing the same walkthroughs all the time? Because I go to many different Dollaramas. There's many different things, and I have no problem sharing that with you if that's something that you like. I'm all across the city, so leave a comment below if that's what you like to see. Now, they have these storage bins, and these look like they're for like nuts and bolts and stuff in your garage. We also have these links as well, and then this is like a really heavy duty. I don't even know what you really would do with that to begin with. I don't even know to clean, not even clean the grill, but lots of good stuff there. And this is a hose connector. I guess it connects the hose together and keeps them clamped. Then we have this bits and lockets. So I know a couple of years ago they had like a smaller version of the screwdrivers. So I guess this is a version now. So they have a lot of tools, X-Acto knives, you know, if you want to do any scraping of anything. Dollarama has a lot in this section, so it's really good. A tackle box, and of course it's locked because, you know, sometimes people want to put some stuff in there and do a little stealing, unfortunately. And then we have a measuring stick, which is good with the leveler. And then some more X-Acto knives. And then, oops, this one is for your car, for the air pressure. And then, of course, we have a full set here. This is actually not screwdriver or anything. This is like mini pick and hook set. Like, I actually don't even know what you would do with that. If you know, let me know, because I have no idea. And then they have some vent registers. These ones are quite thin, so we'd have to measure yours at home. And then the fruit fly trap. So this is Raid. It's 60 days, but it's a little pricey. It was $4.25. I'm like, I feel like I could do a DIY with dollar store items for cheaper, but whatever. And then we have some more Raid item. We have some off backyard for the mosquitoes. And then we have these cute hammer and screwdriver sets. So Dollarama is that girl. And I guess the Duramax is a Dollarama brand. And I think some of the items for it is actually reasonable. Now we have this random, I guess, sometimes we have some random stuff that show up in Dollarama. And I'm just like, sure. So another thing I wouldn't buy are these clamps. They break so easily. And I'll tell you that from my experience with doing balloon decor and having to attach balloons to the walls and stuff. They do not work very well. Over time, they break. So I would say spend the money and buy the good quality ones. We have some construction gloves, garden gloves for $4.50. We have the construction hats. And then this is just a little overview. Now, I was debating on getting padlocks for my suitcases when I go away on vacation later this year, but it's just like her TSA just cuts the locks off anyway, so I don't know if that's even pointless. But nonetheless, let's have a quick look over here. I can go into detail with this section at another day, but I want to get closer to showing you the new stuff that I found at this location. So lots of storage and securing devices. Now, I will say I don't love the tape here either. Honestly, if it's not the brand name that they sell here, I wouldn't be buying the tape. The green tape is terrible. Wouldn't be buying it either here. Honestly, spend the money, because you know what? It rips so easily and it's just frustrating. Again, when I was doing projects, it was just very frustrating. So that's my point there. However, this kind of tape is actually not that bad. They also have the super glue, which has been good, and then they have the crazy glue. Very big difference of price, $125 and $325. So pick your poison. And then I think this is like a deep bin for painting, like large volume. Then we have some over the door hangers. A while back, they used to have the ones with the little bling diamonds on it. They don't have it anymore. I think it's sold out. And then we have some handy hooks. Some of these are okay, but some of the metal hooks, honestly, if you put something too heavy, it does actually bend and it's not worth it. So again, pick your poison. This doorstop is new. I thought this was cute, like a melted chocolate bar. I thought that was cute. And then you have your regular door hangers and stuff like that. So I do love command hooks. I swear by them. Again, I use them a lot for balloon installations. And especially when you're going to other people's property, you don't want to ruin it. So, and we are going right into the new finds. This is first up a great Mother's Day idea craft that you can do. Then we have some of these storage containers. They're $5 each. They come in a few different colors and they're quite wide. Now we have these wall stickers, wall decor. They're $1.25. I would use these for crafting, honestly. I mean, you can use it with a Cricut, but you can actually, it's cheaper to buy it, in my opinion, for those intricate cuts. Now, this is a new little craft, make your own beaded jewelry set. And then we also have these ones as well, the loom ones. And sorry, I didn't, that cut off really quickly. And I was looking at the beads. I know you see these before, but this full red one I haven't seen since Christmas. So there's that. And let's go back to the loom for $5. So these are the really large elastics to make really big bracelets. So I wanted to check out what they have for stationery. And they have these new books, a lot of guided journals. And they're actually really good quality in the inside. A lot of prompting that you can use for like journaling and reflecting at the end of the day. It was a few of them. They're really nice inside, and I thought I would share that with you. And they range for about $4.25 to $5. So yeah, guided reflection, stronger every day. This is a workout one. I thought this one was cool because it puts in like, your weight, how many reps, your exercise routine. This is also new, bandanas for pets for the wedding section and getting married. She said yes, and my humans are getting married. I thought that was so cute. And these were $2 each. $2 for the best dad ever. Mugs or glasses, I would say, dad off duty if you're looking for a Father's Day gift. And then of course we see these beads. If you see them, get them, especially if you're going to be doing some crafting. They're $3. These are also new as well in the wedding section. So I am going to head off and end with this video and show you some of the stuff that I've seen for Mother's Day. The cards are so cute. Look at that. Mom will do and will always be. So I hope you enjoy this walkthrough, and I will see you again in the next video. Again, leave a comment below if you're new and what do you want me to record in detail. Anyways, take care. Bye.